Hey guys, I'm Marist here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the new Scholomance version. So Scholomance did have a complete overhaul. It's a completely new dungeon. I think there's just less traveling time, and there's 4 levels to it. So I'm basically just going to be going through here. This is my first time in here, so I don't know what to expect either. I only know what to expect in the first boss because in my other video I instantly died because I ran into something I should not have. Alright, having said that, let's get out our little companion. I got a tiny twister rare, so that's really cool. Just before this video. Alright, so I'm just running this as prod just so it'll go a little bit quicker and I can chain pull if I need to. And I'm doing this live, so excuse the clicking and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm also very curious to see if life stealing drops a lot in here, because on realms where there is next to no enchants in the auction house, you can solo this and basically make a lot of gold out of it just from the amount of life-stealing enchants you would have gotten in the old version of Scholomance. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and pull all these guys here. Alright. So I was looking for a pet like 20 minutes before I did this video, and it's a tiny bog lord, I think it's called. Let me see. Yeah, this. It says wetlands. If you guys know where this pet is, can you leave it in the comments? Because I have no clue where it is. And I suspected basically like it would be a rare spawn within a pet battle itself. But I've done like 20 to 25 of those things, like just going in one and forfeiting, going in one and forfeiting. So if you guys do know where you can get that pet, please leave it in the comments below. I'm trying to collect as I level and whatnot, and trying to keep at least 3 pets up there. So yeah, I'd be very grateful if you guys know how to get that pet. Alright, so we have, wow, I don't actually know this. Perfect. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay. So we got 1 pattern through the first initial pull we did here. Alright, so Wicked Mithril Blade. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and learn it. Alright, so as I've said, I experienced the first boss once and I died instantly. I'm going to show you why I died. I'm not going to actually show you me dying just because that would be incredibly embarrassing, even though I'm telling you right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull him. He's casting Ice Wave right now. A deadly wave of ice begins to sweep across the room. This will move toward you, and if I walked in that right now, I would instantly die. It would just one-shot anything. So that's not necessarily a good thing, so also move out of this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and kill it, and once we kill the initial boss, we have the Instructor Chill Hearts, however you pronounce that, say Sadacticary, however you pronounce that. So we're going to have to just kill this, and AoE healing is going to be a little stressful here just because there's a lot of damage here. But getting rid of the first boss does actually get rid of the deadly wave. Alright, so let's go ahead and loot and see what we get off of the first boss. A great sword. Alright, perfect. I'll actually save this for trans. That's another kind of video I'm going to be bringing out soon, is transmogrification sets. Just because I, as you can tell, absolutely love trans. See, my paladin is happy that I like trans too. Alright, let's move on. I'm going to be bringing those videos out pretty soon. And I'm also, this is my 88th level, so I'm pretty close to 89. Do a lot of battlegrounds there, got a lot of videos out for you guys that like Ret and Prot battlegrounds. Once I ding 90, I'm going to be doing the heroics. I'm going to be doing the battlegrounds, the new battlegrounds more importantly. I cannot wait for that because I'm a big FPS player also. I love Team Fortress, Blacklight I play. I'm a huge Xbox fan. I'm actually looking into getting a, I think it's called a receiver or something like that, basically so I can record my Xbox and you guys could just more videos and stuff like that that you can see. And I absolutely love that. So I'll be looking into getting one of those so I can just bring more videos for you guys. So yeah, so that's really cool. And I completely forgot. Oh, okay, right. While I was going to FPS, Halo there used to be a game type in Halo 2 and 3. It was called Oddball. And there's also a game variant in Team Fortress called Payload. And those 2 variants are now the level 90 battlegrounds as far as I know. Unless they had changed it last minute, but that's what they are. One, you gotta hold the ball, so the tank is gonna be the ball holder, quote unquote. and the ball carrier, and then there's another one where you gotta kind of like push a cart. So that's very, very cool. I can't wait for that. Alright, so right here, the Jandis Borov basically transforms into a million of them, and I basically think that's it. I don't think... Alright, so it vanishes again, and does the same thing. So I think once you kill it, probably a certain amount of them. Or after a certain amount of damage they do, they'll probably disappear. And I think... yeah, that's basically how it works. Alright, so let's see. Cloth helmet. Pretty cool cloth helmet. A lot of the high-end... what am I trying to say? Like, a lot of the high-end models, like armor models, actually made it into these lower dungeons, especially like Scarlet Halls and Scarlet Monastery. Those are redone. They made it into this one. As you can see, even by this is a Warlock tier, so that's very, very cool. So I think we're going to probably have to kill all these guys right here. I don't actually know, is there a boss in here? Yes, there is. Dark Master, Gandling, and these guys are probably keeping them up there, so we're going to have to just basically kill these guys first, and then we can deal with the actual boss. Alright, so once we do that, we're going to finish killing the skeletons with our Holy Wrath, stunning them. A Paladin is going to be an extremely strong tanking class in these dungeons, just because of the amount of undead that are in here. And that's going to be really cool. Alright, so we're going to help this NPC probably kill this guy. He's invulnerable right now, and is saying a lot of stuff right here. So, I don't actually know if we are going to get a chance to fight him. Okay, here we go. I got a little twister next to me. That's a big twister. Alright, Rattlegore. That used to be a really, really difficult boss for a lot of groups to pull just because there's a lot of ads around him. Alright, so let's see what Rattlegore does. Alright, so obviously he's just going to attack you. So a little bit of damage to him. Bone Spike. Knocks you back. It says click on a bone pile to protect yourself from Bone Spike. So probably these. Alright, there we go. So I keep clicking. Where is it? Right here. Absorb the next bone spell. You cannot stack it. So probably tanks and healers mainly for that one. Unless in heroic mode like it one-shots you, then you're going to obviously want all your DPS to pick one up as well. Alright, we have a two-handed axe. I will probably take that also. Alright, cool. So, moving on. Butcher's Sanctum. Whoa, that's a creepy new enemy right here. Okay. Alright, well, let's keep going. And we have this talking skull floating around following us. That's basically just for quests and whatnot. Alright, let's just pull all these guys here. Just because one pulling instances is very, very fun. Okay. Alright, here we go. And as I said, guys, I just basically wanted to bring this out just because it was my first time in here and kind of bring you guys along for the ride. I will be bringing out the heroic version as soon as I can, and I'm also going to be showing you guys Ret and Prop PvP level 90 videos. I absolutely cannot wait for the oddball variant, which is basically I gotta hold, like, I don't know, a book or something probably, and we get points that way, and then when they kill me and they pick it up, they'll probably hand it off to their tank. So it's going to be very, very fun, very, very intense. So basically the Talking Skull will lead you, I guess. So again, Gandling here is doing some sort of ritual, I guess. Alright, so it turns it against us, I guess. And we're going to see what this boss does. So it's more of a rogue boss, as you can tell just by the armor. Alright, so it jumps on you, does kind of like a backstab ability, I guess. So I'm just going to do a little bit more damage. Okay, so it's gonna get transformed, basically. He's a Warlock, Mage, Death Knight. That would be a pretty cool class. Alright, so we have Lillian's Soul. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and attack it. Fixate Anger. So this is basically, if a DPS gets this, all they really need to do is kite like this, as I am doing, just because the movement speed of Lillian's Soul is reduced. And that's all it'll really do, I bet. Periodically deals fire damage to enemies. Melee attacks deal additional fire damage to enemy. Movement speed reduced, so I think that's it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just kill it. So it fades into the spirit realm. And it can no longer be attacked. Alright, so we switch back to the original body. It death grips me in, doing a lot of damage. Creates a patch of dark fire energy every 0.50 seconds. So now you have to kill both of them. And they both go down. Alright. So I'm not quite sure where we get to the loot here. Maybe in the next room? Hang on, a boss without loot, that can't happen. Where's the loot? Blizzard. Okay, there it is. Call for Forgotten Souls, Jesus. Again, a higher level model making it into a lower level dungeon, that's pretty cool, especially for new players. They don't have to go through the awkward, you know, leather helmet being a little toque, like a winter hat. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and go down here. And there's some students learning. Can you imagine a protection paladin walking in, like if you're in like school? That'd be friggin' hilarious. Alright, so this guy is a boss again. So I'm guessing if we attack him, everyone will come. Let's just put that to the test. Oh wow, okay. Potion of Brutish Force, physical damage done increased by 50%. I don't actually know if he's a boss. No, he's not a boss, okay. So we're just going to finish these guys off here. Open the gate. Actually, I want to take this time to show you guys something really neat that Blizzard did that maybe a few of you don't know. They actually added every single 5-man instance to the Dungeon Journal. So that is very cool. Like stocks, here's all the items. You can see, okay, what does Hoggard do? Interruptible, Enrage. You can see Burning Crusade. Like if you want a cool two-handed mace. Oh wow, okay, I'm actually gonna go get that after. You can get, you can basically go through the items and say, the dungeons rather, and say, okay, I know there's a sword in here, a polearm, it looks really awesome and I want it. Or there's a mace, you know, that's a unique look, I don't think I've ever seen that before. One-handed dagger, so that's really cool, and it's for, like I said, it's for every 5-man dungeon up until Cataclysm, where it goes into raids as well, and then Pandaria goes into raids and 5-man dungeons also. Use this, like, what this does is it eliminates the need for WoW, like, you no longer need to WoW head a fight. You can be like, okay, Scarlet Hall, okay, Shadowpen Monastery, we'll do last boss, like, okay, what do I need to know? What do I need to know as a tank? So the exclamation marks are important. The shield is a tank alert. I'm like, okay, so I'm a tank. What does Shablas do? Okay, so now I know this, and I can act accordingly. So that is very good. Use this, guys. It's very handy. It's helped me a lot. Like you know, I like when I record certain dungeons, I don't actually look it up before. Because I know the mechanics of WoW, so I just kind of go in and do what I can. I can read the bosses really, really well. But that is there all the time. I still use it. Like, I'm gonna go get that mace after, I'm pretty sure. So there, a perfect example. I found a mace I want through the dungeon journal. Okay, so I believe we're in the last. We are in the last boss here. Yep. So we did in the instructor, we did Jandis, Rattlegore, Lillian, and now we're about to fight the last boss. So he does Incinerate. So Incinerate is spammable. And let's hit him with another Judgment. He puts Immolate on us. 99.50 fire damage inflicted every 3 seconds. Goes right back to Incinerating. We'll do another Judgment. And okie dokie. That was relatively easy. So there we go. We have a really, really nice trinket. 12 intellect. Your healing spells have a chance to grant 71 mana. Very good for this level. We also have shoulders that are very, very good tanking shoulders for this level. So, and then like in here was the old Scholomance. You'd have to fight all these areas first and then go to the actual Ganling fight. Okay guys, so that's Scholomance. That is a new dungeon on normal. I just did a quick walkthrough, run through, whatever you like to call it, on my 88 Paladin. It's going to be 90 soon, and we're going to get into the PvP videos, the heroic videos, the raiding videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun running it. If it helped you, if you learned something, you know, it would really help me if you hit the subscribe button. And until the next video guys, be safe. Thank you.